If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be and why?
Wiping. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if you could just poop and be done. Wouldn't that be so great? Wiping is so annoying.
You only have to do it part of the time. Imagine wiping every single time you go to the bathroom.
I gotta get this bidet installed. No more wiping. Welcome to another episode of the Dining Room Table. Today, we're going to get to know each other. You're going to get to know us. I don't know. We're going to answer questions. A few that we have had submitted, a couple we thought would be fun to talk about. And hopefully at the end of it, you walk away going, oh, I feel like I know them a little bit more. Not that you were asking for that, but that's what we're going to give you. And we have a special guest with us today.
We do, a very cute
If you're watching this way, if you are bored with our content, at least there's a cute baby to look at.
Yes.
If you're watching. If you're listening, sorry. First question that somebody asked us was, what are some things you like to splurge on?
I thought that was a very interesting question.
Yeah.
My answer is probably stuff for the kids.
Right.
Or for the house.
Yeah.
Splurge, I really like to go thrift store shopping.
Splurge is
it's not so much how much money is spent. It's
Yeah.
more like I found something that is unique and that I really like.
Right. Yeah. I would
So,
say for you that would make
That's
most
what
sense.
I like. What would you splurge?
Well, splurge for me would definitely mean spending money that I don't need to spend, and it would probably be technology.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
I would say
Would
so.
you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it would be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like just a
It's
new phone that when I don't need a new phone
Sure.
or whatever.
Something that's
but-
not necessarily useful, but fun to
yeah,
have.
yeah. I also spend a lot of money on stuff for my technology, like different cases. I have like 4 different cases for my phone, and I currently use none. Or like 6 different watch bands, but I use the same one. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's splurging as much as it is just spending irresponsibly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like
Cool.
that's-
Same idea.
Sure.
All right. Another one that somebody asked was the last argument that we had.
Yeah. I can't even think of the last real argument that we had.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the
can't
truth.
either. I vaguely, like a while ago, you were angry at me for something stupid I did, but I don't remember what it was. So.
Well, and I don't remember either, so it was probably
Yeah.
dumb that I was mad
Well, I
about
don't
it.
know. I don't know. I'm sure it was deserved, but yeah, we don't argue very often.
We really
have
don't.
we have a lot of like discussions where we think differently about
Yes.
something, but I feel like over the years we've gotten a little bit better at it, maybe.
Yeah.
But like being able to, because I'm somebody that loved to argue. Like just it was fun for me to argue, and that was not fun for you.
Yeah,
Right. And
right.
so I feel like
what would start as kind of fun arguing
Right.
would end up being
Yes.
we're having a full-on fight, and I don't really
and
know why.
And for something that I don't even care about. But we've gotten better at knowing, like, I've gotten better at being like, okay, I don't need to keep pushing this. This is a silly thing
Well,
or
and
whatever.
I've learned too. And I
Yeah.
think we've just learned to discuss things with different viewpoints and kind of
And even walk away being like,
that.
agree to disagree.
Yes. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
The last date that we went on.
The last date we went on was we went to see Cammie Bradley in concert.
That was pretty
And that
amazing.
was really fun.
Yes.
We went and had dinner before,
Yep.
and then we went and saw her in concert. Carmen Jane
Thank you. Yeah.
is
Good
her
clarification.
project she's doing, and it was really fun.
It was awesome. We don't go on very many date nights because we
Yeah.
prefer a date mornings.
Because by the evening we're kind
too
of
tired.
spent.
Just too tired to do the date night.
Right.
But honestly, though, we prefer breakfast
Yeah.
over
We
dinner.
love
I would
breakfast.
much rather go out to eat and then just
Maybe
Whatever.
go. We've even talked about. We've talked about going and sitting in a coffee shop and just reading or working on stuff or whatever.
Right.
Like that's like sounds so fun to
Right,
us.
that is-
The quiet or shopping. Or,
yeah. Those are our
feels
dates.
It feels very old.
Yeah, it's old. We're old people. Like pretty soon, we're like a step away from just going to walk the mall. Like, let's go to the mall and walk in laps. You know what I mean? Just to get some exercise in and see what the new trends
there.
are. That
I
we're
feel
really
like,
close.
yeah.
We're really close. And you think that's hilarious, don't you? Exactly.
Most dates, he's coming with us these days.
These days, that is true. Oh, really? Oh, cool. What was the last movie that we watched?
The last movie.
We'll say not with our children.
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say
Star Wars.
Star Wars
Midnight.
with the kids.
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
That's
The
not a
Martian.
show.
It was The Martian with Matt Damon.
Yep.
Yep.
I was gonna say it's probably some sci-fi movie.
Won't watch. You like movies like Lord of the Rings.
I do. Yes.
I won't watch fantasy.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't.
It's just
I can't do
when
it.
you call it like fantasy.
It's fantasy.
Whimsical.
Witches and
you're not into any of that.
magic.
Or really anything medieval too.
Oh,
you're
no,
not,
get out of here
you're
with
not
that.
There.
No, that's what are we doing with that?
Really, actually, not even medieval. Anything pre-1980.
If there isn't a computer in the movie, I'm not interested.
Yeah, and that's okay. I just, can enjoy those without you.
Then you do.
I mean,
sometimes.
not really.
All of your free time that you're watching movies without
by myself.
Yeah. That's
no, when you're shooting a wedding in Seattle or something.
That's true.
And,
then you have some
or whatever.
Have you ever had a bad haircut?
Yes.
What's the worst haircut you've ever had?
The worst haircut I had was only a few years ago.
Oh, really? I don't. Oh.
Yes, you know. I went in. This is the problem. It was a haircut gifted to me.
Sure.
And that was the first issue. And so I went in just wanting a trim. Nothing fancy. And I ended up having
you looked
straight up.
You looked older.
It just wasn't my preference.
All right, you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life. What would it be?
I really don't know the answer to this. I feel like you have your answer.
I'm not going to overthink it, and I'm just going to say Red Robin. Because I've probably eaten there more over the course of my life, and I'm not saying that it's my favorite, but they have most everything, right? You want chicken strips?
Right.
Clucks and fries?
I mean,
you want a burger, which I love burgers?
This is the funny thing. You worked there. So you would think that having worked there that you wouldn't want anything to do with that place.
You would think that.
But
what?
Where did we have our second first date?
That's right. Yes, our second first date.
Downtown.
The downtown Red Robin.
Spokane Red Robin.
Yeah, well, I like to take my dates to classy places.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I mean, you married me, so.
I don't know if I have an answer. I love Thai food.
You get so sick of that so quick.
But I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what I like all sorts of different foods, but I'm not like a Red Robin fan.
Easy. Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Right.
I don't have an answer.
Then I get to pick one for you. Denny's. No. Sherry's. Because they have everything. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Gross.
Well, you didn't choose.
Oh, I said Thai food.
I won't allow Thai food. If we did it together, we should think about it. And then one of us could pick breakfast and I could pick dinner and we could share.
I was just going to say, Thai Tom's in Seattle. Mm-hmm. But then you said breakfast and then Portage Bay.
Right.
Yeah.
But you'd have to drive to Seattle every time you had it, which would be a bummer for you.
Sense.
If you, right now, tomorrow, had to compete in an event at the Olympics, which one would you make the least fool of yourself? And I'll let you have both summer and winter. And then, more importantly, which one would you make the greatest fool of yourself?
Yes. The thing I'm trying to think of is something that you could just get lost in and no one would be paying attention to you.
Yeah, like
a sport that's like everyone can carry the team and I'm just in the corner and it's fine. I don't really understand the rules of the Olympics. Like I would want to say something like a marathon. do I
What do you
have?
mean you don't understand the
Well,
rules?
what
of the
I'm saying
Olympics?
is like, do you have to finish? Like, could you just trot along?
No,
or
I
did they
suppose you
cut
don't
you
have
off
to.
at a certain time?
I
You know what I'm
would
saying?
imagine that there's people that do not finish in the Olympics. Somebody gets disqualified
Yeah.
or falls down on the track or something like that. They can't
But then
finish.
I feel like they get highlighted if they.
Well,
fall.
a marathon is a good idea because no one's watching the marathon.
Exactly.
You don't want to
No
be
one's watching it,
sprints
but there's so many people.
or hurdles. I would die on the first hurdle.
That
I'd literally.
Would be,
that'd
that
be funny.
probably would be the most embarrassing.
I mean, no, I think it's got to be diving, doesn't it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine having to dive? High dive? I wouldn't even have enough courage to jump. And would you try to do a dive? Oh, can you imagine that? That would be incredible.
That's the winner.
That's the
That's
winner.
the winner
Diving.
for most embarrassing. Plus wearing a Speedo.
Oh, a Speedo too. Oh, of course.
Oh, I would pay so much money to see that.
Yeah.
Would you describe yourself as a good dancer?
Not at all. Nope.
I wouldn't either.
But you are a pretty good dancer.
But I'm not a good dancer, but I have rhythm.
That's really the most important part of being a dancer, right? Is if you have rhythm, that's step
That's
one.
it. Yeah. You have rhythm too, though. You just have really unique.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you just said. I mean, I love dancing with you. It's fun.
We don't do it often.
No.
I used to be terrified of dancing.
Yeah.
I would not go out and
I
dance.
feel like that's the key. It's like
You can't care.
just don't care. What was your least favorite food as a kid? Like, were you picky?
I don't think I was super picky, but I suppose you'd have to ask my mom about that. I don't really remember. I did not like
our
tomatoes.
middle is
Our
picky.
middle is really getting picky.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
I hope it changes.
I didn't like tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's not really I mean, it's obviously food, but it's not like we're having tomatoes for dinner tonight. It was just
Right.
things that I had a hard time eating. I don't know.
Yeah. Tomatoes is actually mine.
Oh, was it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
My dad and sister gave me a slice. I just will never forget this. They gave me like a slice because she used to eat them. My sister just all the
Weird.
time. And I just took a bite and I hated it so much. It made me gag.
Really?
I still can't.
You still don't eat tomatoes?
Oh.
Oh, I've never noticed that.
I can eat them in things.
Oh, like in a salad.
Like or even in a burger. Like that's
But if I
totally
gave you
fine.
a tomato right
A
now.
tomato slice by itself?
Yeah.
Never.
Really?
Never. Wow. It will make me gag.
I never knew that.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Wow, we learn something every day.
If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be?
Showering.
Showering?
I hate showering. It's a giant waste of time. If I could just wake up clean every day,
Yeah.
it'd be wonderful. You got to get all wet and then dry off, and then you're never really dry, and it's
a nuisance.
pass.
Yeah. Mine's similar. I would say washing my face at the end of the day. Ugh. You're just so tired. It's
Right.
like I'm just ready for bed.
Right.
I just want to be
People
ready.
are gonna think we're really dirty.
We do.
Well, they
these
don't
things
shower and they don't wash their face.
from your daily routine. These are things that we do.
Right.
I just would
That's
prefer
true.
not to do it.
That's true.
Yeah. I just wish I could just like, oh, my face is clean. I'm ready for
I'm
bed.
ready for bed.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What was life like before children, and what is life like after children?
Quieter.
It is quieter.
What was life like before children?
Yes.
And
And now what is life like after children?
yeah, before children, we had a lot more freedom with our time.
Yeah.
It was quieter. That is
I feel like
true.
we're neither of us are big planners.
Yeah.
We don't have our whole week planned, but we kind of have to now out of necessity. Whereas I just remember it was like, what do you want to do tonight? And the answer could be, let's go see a movie.
Right.
Let's go out to eat. Let's whatever. But
Yeah.
now it's like, if we're going to do anything
We
like
just
that,
have to put
it's
it-
got to be scheduled.
Yeah, in the
There's not as
calendar
much
way
time
in
where you're
advance.
just like, what do you want to do tonight? And there's still
Right.
some of that, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty big
good,
change.
That's a good thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other one is like, what's the biggest change after having children?
Yeah. You are in demand a lot more, obviously, with children.
Right.
You're giving of yourself 24/7
Right.
to their needs. But I will say, I think because of kids, I think I appreciate things a lot more than I did before them.
Yeah.
Like even just like our quiet moments that you and I have together, it's like we savor that time. That's really special time.
Right.
Whereas when we had that whenever we wanted, it just was like,
yeah, you just it's really hard to have the perspective of the season that you're in without being in the next season and looking back on it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So being able to look back and go, oh, we had a lot of time back there, but we didn't appreciate it as much because now it's a lot more sparing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think that wraps it up.
I think so
I think
too.
they've heard enough from us today.
I think so too. He's had enough too.
He's definitely had enough. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.